I'm about to get another video out the way, and after this one, I'm gonna do another one. But this topic is about female taxes. So I kind of see a lot of women out here who tell other men to wait for the right one, and tell certain men that just because they're nice, they don't mean that they can get some women, or they entitled to sex and whatever. And you start to see the hypocritical, just women being just so much hypocrites. You know, they look at you like you have to pay them taxes in order for you to be with them. And they only do this to a small general of men. So you're gonna ask me, you thinking, what is he talking about? What are you talking about? Female taxes. Female put taxes on some men that they think are unattractive, and they put you under a different umbrella where you have to pay more than the other guy who she finds attractive. So her taxes automatically show up before you even meet the females. There's different types of taxes for different types of men, but they're overall for the unattractive men. They have to put more into women than women put into them. So here we go. With women, normal women, super beautiful women, they overall tell every single man that they have to bring their checkbook. Because if you are not looking good, you have to pay them for them to tell you their problems. You have to pay them for them to tell you, for you to even be in their presence. You have to pay them. AKA, or in the terms of dating. Every time you talk to this female, you have to come out your pocket because, well, you're ugly. That's the tax you got to pay for being ugly. Women will make you pay a tax just to talk to them. They will make you pay a tax just to be with them in public. And that tax mainly is that you have to get a career that she can brag about. You have to dress your best when you're in front of everybody, when you're with her. So you have to pay a lot of money just to look like the right kind of man that she will be seeing in public. So she can brag about your money and your position in life. And then other guys can use you as an example. Hey man, this guy's ugly, man. I see a lot of ugly men with beautiful women. But what they don't tell you is that ugly man paid a large tax to this female just to be out in public with him. Just to have this female right next to him. And them taxes, they add up. You literally have to sit back and appease this woman who tells you that you are lower than her, and you have to pay her, and you have to be the greatest man in the world because you don't look good, and you have to be the funniest man in the world because you don't dress nice, or you not dress nice, but you don't look good. You're not attractive. You have the best personality. You have to be a guy who's want to take over the world. That is your tax for being ugly. So you have to have every single thing in order for this girl to exploit you. Just like the overall female tax on every unattractive man. See, women use the word weirdo, creepy, mom's basement. They use all these terms to express the men that they don't find attractive. They love to tell you how unattractive you are. But your tax for you being an ugly guy is you got to pay them in likes on Instagram. You are part of their follower count. Without you overall, without the guys that they don't like, they wouldn't be in the position they're in now. They exploit every single unattractive guy that they could possibly meet online in order to get hierarchy in society. Because the attractive men are not going to give them all that time. They're not going to give them all that effort. If they had this to rely on the attractive men, they wouldn't be in the position they're in. Because attractive men use and abuse attractive females. You already noticed. They throw them to the side. They run from them when they have kids with them. They do every single thing they can, and they don't support them because they never around when the kid needs a father. They never around when a woman needs something from what is that site? GoFundMe. None of the attractive men are never around when these broads fall on their ass because they use them already. See, these women, they tax the lowest denominator of men, but turn around and assault them. They put a tax on you because they think you're lower than them. Also, what female taxes are, they will tell you when they're in their 20s that nice guys are lame, you can't get a female, you socially awkward. But when they get to their 30s or near their 40s, they're gonna want to use you for what you built for yourself. They're gonna tax you for all of the men that used and abused her. She's gonna tax you for all the money she didn't get from her baby dad, and she's gonna put that kid on you. That kid that she had with that player and that thug is her tax on you. And also her tax on you for you being unattractive, even now that she needs your help, is you paying for all the mistakes that every single man done to her. So you have to hear these stories about how this happened, how she used to get beat on, how she used to get treated, how she did this and did this back then and this and this. You got to be put through the ringer. Because guess what? Now she needs a helping hand. But that's your tax. But one of the things that I always find ironic is that these same women will not point out the double standards. Because you never hear a man tell a female that you gotta pay me to listen to my problems. Men do not have taxes for women. You never hear men tell women that they gotta accept their kid no matter what from another relationship. You never hear men say you gotta take my baggage. You gotta take my baggage from other past relationships. You never hear men tax fat women just to talk to them. You never see it out here. You never see the unattractive men telling the fat women and unattractive women, hey, in order to talk to me, you gotta make this amount of money. You gotta look this type of, you gotta do this type of things. You gotta do this, you gotta do that just to talk to me. We don't have taxes. Women only have taxes on men they don't like. So it's a double standard out here. So I'm going to break it down before I end this video of what female taxes is, so people get the understanding. Pretty much is telling you that you got to pay them for their attention, and dates are one way that they tax you. They will make you pay for every single thing that they buy on a date, because you should be happy that they're giving you any type of attention. Also, the taxes just don't end with just financial. It's pretty much it's hourly, it's minutes wise, it's minutes, it's hours, it's seconds, because women will tax you with time. They will call you at all hours. Even if they get the numbers and you tell them, they don't know if you mad or not. They don't know if your day went wrong or not. They will tell you their problems automatically. And you are in the pursuit of wanting to have sex with this woman. So she's taxing you to even get to that point to having sex with her. She's telling you right now that you're lower than me and I'm gonna make you work for this. But next to her is a guy that she slept with that she didn't tax because he's attractive. See, you don't see men out here doing that. You don't see men out here sleeping with a fine female and using an ugly one for money and everything else. You don't hear men saying, "Oh, you got to listen to my problems. You have to pay me for me to tell you my problems." That's females' taxes right there. So overall, women will tell you that you got to take them on dates and give them lip service in order for you to impress them. They put that on unattractive men. They don't put that on attractive men. Because you can hear stories from guys who sleep with women's wives and sleep with women's girlfriends. They don't put the time into it. They have to look a certain way and all they get is the girl right there. But the man who's married to these girls, or the man who had to work his ass off and got taxed by this woman, she could just go through life just saying, "Oh, I can tax whoever I want." See, their taxes, who they tax is subjective. And it's pre-selected. Another way how they tax you is let's see, in terms of yeah, that's about it. Dating overall, that taxes. Oh no. They tax you if you get into a relationship with them. They tax you. They tax you by telling you to fund their parents. Even if it's meaning that they can cheat on you. They will tell you that you have to be a provider and a protector. And in turn, that's basically mean that you are getting taxed for taking care of this woman and also her child. Because the fact is, she can find a loophole in dating and in marriage by having a kid with somebody who's not going to take care of their own kid, but also telling you to take full responsibility and be a provider to her child without having a child of your own. She can for her position to be a provider, she can cheat her way into having you be her provider by having the kids with another man and telling you that you have to be responsible for that kid, and turn that around and say, "This is how you provide for me." Because in turn, if a woman and a man together and she's successful and he's successful, he shouldn't have to fund her lifestyle, because that's not providing. You only provide for a wife and the mother of your children. You don't provide with a female who didn't show you loyalty and not showing you that she is worthy of being provided for. So in turn, they're gonna tax you because they think that you're the cleanup man, you're the simp, you're the loser that they're gonna pick out of all these men that they want to pick. And they tell you that you have to be greatness in order for them to talk to you, but they're not great themselves. Female taxes, just look out. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm gonna throw this concept, and I want people to make their own concept of what female taxes is. But pretty much, these women are not playing fair. It's a rigged system. They're dating these women, especially in the US, or mostly all over the world, but mostly in the US. They're taxing men to even view them online. They're taxing men in likes and views, and it's never the other way around. You never see men ask females to do this stuff for them. Men work 10 times harder to get more things that they want without being women, and women get it easy because they can tax anybody they want, and they can just let go and let anybody past that really they think are attractive and they have less than. Yeah, that's about it.